Hello and welcome. This is New Year's first day of 2020, and I'm glad you're here. And this is a remake of a previous upload. So if it looks familiar, now you know why. Okay, first off, I have to apologize for these messy hands. I've been wanting to do daily art practices for a long time now, and the reason this is a remake is because one of my viewers alerted me that the soundtrack was awful on this series, and I guess in my haste to get things uploaded, I didn't monitor what happened with the upload, so I apologize. I never intend to give you poor content, but I struggle with the same lousy equipment that I've had for years because I can't afford to replace all of that stuff. And, I do the best I can with what I've got. So I am using an Arteza watercolor journal. These are some that I got on Amazon when they had one of those lightning sales. And I'm going to just do some quick sketches because part of my daily practice is I just want to do something each day. So I have a Sharpie, I have a Pentel brush pen, and I have a Pilot. I'll have to put the links in down below for you, but these are what I'm going to use. These are permanent markers. And, if I'm going to go directly to my journal with a marker, I want it to be permanent because I'm going to use watercolors over the top of these sketches. And, you could do this in pencil. Many people do it in pencil. I'm going to probably do a number of different things. As you see me working, you'll probably see me doing some abstract things, just going straight to the paper. I've done that before. I have a lot of watercolor out there already, but as I create, I will just, draw some simple sketches, and then, I'll do a series. I'll probably spend a day doing some sketching, and then I'll probably have another day where I'm adding some color and things. And, there might be another day with finishing touches or something, or, it just depends on how far I get in a day. It's not meant to be complete. It's just working in a journal and doing daily practices. And I want to concentrate on a lot of daily practices this year. I want to practice on my health. I want to, you know, change up my lifestyle. I want to, um, set goals and try to achieve the things that have been bugging me for a while. So on my channel, you may see a few changes. So this is just one series that I've started. I will be posting this in our Facebook group. Chelsea and I have Art Joy Sharing, and there's a number of different artists that will be contributing, and they'll be using the same hashtag. So check out the hashtag and see who else is doing this type of work if you really like it and want to see who's contributing and what they're doing. I mean, there are a lot of different techniques that you can use with watercolor. I did a class with Cece where, you put down extra watercolor and then you scrub it out to create something different. So I want to do some of those types of things. And then mixing watercolor with other medium. I haven't done watercolor on a gel plate yet. I want to do that. So, you never know what you're going to see here. It's just how I play with art because I am not some well trained artist that went to the institute or whatever. I am myself and self taught, and I learned things over the years that I try to incorporate into what I do. So, um, just a disclaimer, I'm not the know-all, end-all here, but I do like to share what I do with you guys. So I hope you play along and use that hashtag, that's watercolor workout, so that I can find what you're doing with watercolor. And there are other things that I have interests in. Um, Alcohol ink has been a real favorite of mine for a number of years, but I haven't had the time to devote to that sort of thing because we were doing things like pick a stick challenge. Well, that's 5 years of pick a stick challenge. It was great. It was a great ride. I met a lot of cool people, did a lot of art, but that Facebook group did not produce a lot of content. And so therefore, we wanted to concentrate where the majority of our followers were, which is Art Joy is Sharing. And so we're, archiving that pick a stick. Doesn't mean we won't ever go back to it because Shell and I both have a lot going on in our lives, a lot of personal issues that need to be dealt with. And so to that end, we have to pick and choose how our time is going to be spent. So there will be a lot of collaborations. Um, there are 12 artists in total that are contributing on the Art Joy is Sharing website, plus all of you guys. So come and join us. It's a fun place to be. And the community is growing, and I hope it continues to grow because I love seeing what you guys are doing and sharing. I will be continuing with Stencil Girl. Our commitment is Shell and I are a team for Stencil Girl, and that is where Art Joy is Sharing comes in. We are a team for Stencil Girl, and so you'll see our things posted. I have a video coming out on the 14th, as does Shell, um, with our project for the month, and I'm really excited about the January ones. I've seen what Shell did. I know what I did, and it's a fun project. I I hope you get inspired by watching it. Anyway, um, additionally, there are other collaborations. I have already set up a number of them throughout the year that I hope other artists are going to be joining into. It'll be like video hops, and we'll have hashtags for each of those so that you can find them. And they're going to be different also, not what we've done in the past. I try to mix it up. I try to change. And they all have their own style, which is so cool because, not everybody does the same thing. And it's so wonderful to see different perspectives on art and how things are being shared. Um, so that's one thing. Trying to think about what else is going on. Oh, yeah, and talk about collaborations. I am also in another Facebook group with a number of other individuals. That would be uh, Cindy Utter has started a Facebook group for people in chronic pain. It's a group that, we comfort one another, and it's art play, how we survive some of these chronic pain issues. And whether it's writing in a journal or keeping track of healthy recipes or whatever it is you're doing, um, art play through chronic pain is the place to be for that. And there are actually 4 artists that are contributing in there, plus all of you. Um, but Cindy has some great ideas for this year, and I'll be showing you what I'm doing. I have a journal started for that already, and I will be sharing some of what I'm doing in that journal in that group. I will not be posting that on this channel. just because it's not part of this art journey. I do have a sister channel, which is Misdiagnosed. That's MS Diagnosed. And you might see a few things related to that group over there. But mostly I post in the group. So if you have chronic pain issues and want a support group, a safe place to be, come and join us over there. Because, many of us have issues and just need a place to vent some days or find some answers to what we're doing. I particularly have changed my diet drastically, and that's in an effort to reduce pain. My husband has some issues that need to be addressed, and so we also try to deal with dietary things for him. You know, um, just lots of different things. Plus, sometimes I just need to work in my journal to relieve some of that stress. So, yeah. Anyway, so I'm using that Pentel brush pen now just to thicken up those letters, doing some downstrokes. And I think my first drawing will be pretty much ready to go and ready to add watercolor to it. I like to let these things dry overnight. So, just to make sure that the ink isn't going to smear. And yeah, that's looking okay, at least in my opinion. So thanks for listening to my long, drawn out diatribe. And watch for that hashtag, and I'll look for yours. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.